And here we go. That should be. Um, it took a second to get up and running, mostly because your boy was back and forth with other stuff. But, how are you doing? What's going on? So today I decided I wanted to do some more Dokkan because, I do need to do some stuff in Dokkan. Well, that's an understatement if ever, but, in addition to stuff inside of Dokkan, there's the likes of us just being done with editing for today. So I was like, yeah. And while I could have done some Animal Crossing, I don't know what my stream over on Twitch looks like tonight. So I was just kind of leaving the possibilities open for that. So it's an all-encompassing kind of, oh man, we're doing something. We just don't know what we're doing. But that's kind of been this week for me as a whole. But with that said, how have your dude's weeks been? Hopefully everybody's been cool. Hopefully everybody's been chilling out and doing some fun stuff at the house or wherever you may be. There we go. The one thing I will say I hate about doing the Dokkan stuff though sometimes is like, since I've updated the way that I do Dokkan now, it kind of like takes the forefront of the screen. So there's no way for me to like tab real quick and do something without it being extremely noticeable. So I have to do like these side swipe types of setups. So we're going to dive in and see what we have loose real quick. Okay, what those Bulmas are. I'm pretty sure I set up here and finished her on this account as well. Is that actually the only Hercule I have? Oh lord. It's gonna be a long day. So actually let's first see what events we have going on. That's sleek. That new update. That definitely was worth. I gotta commend them on a good job done. So we have the LR Krillen event on right now, which is something I really want to do. I don't know if our Ginfu boys, yes, the Ginyu boys, much like the Monkey boys, will cut it, because I'm pretty sure that's free to play, much like the other free LR things. By the way, I'm just scrolling through and not calling stuff out. There's also the likes of the Bardock stuff, which I told you guys I would try to cover at some point. See, we have the likes of the super stuff, and then this is new super stuff for likes of Dokkan. We have Trunks, which we need to do because that EZA would probably be fun, but the EZA itself would also require us to set our teams properly. And that's kind of what we're here to do today. Like, just set our teams right, get maybe some side events done. We'll see what all comes out of it. But it's just one of those things of, alright, let's get on and try to kick forward some momentum while working on this. Because otherwise it'd be like, man, I really want to do X, Y, and Z with this character. And then I won't do it because I'll want to do it here with you dudes. So I think first things first. A lot of still to do. She is rainbowed and she is SA10. So what I think I could do with her spare copies now is I could train them into another Bulma that I possibly have. It's just figuring out which Bulma. There we go. Bingo bango. Oops. I went into Awakening. That's the issue there. I show off my real skills when I'm on the JP side because I make mistakes left and right that beginners would make. Only because it's like, when it comes to reading some of the stuff. How why we never upped that girl on that side of the account. So that's 50% before Awakening. Awakening. Metal again. I just did this. You would think that I would know. I believe it's all common metals. Yeah, it's all common metals. I mean, high, but 4 metals for 400%os. I'll take that. Additionally, they have new LR Dokkan pack going on. They still have the likes of the Sand God pack going on, or, well, that's the lead for the pack, not necessarily the pack. This is the transformation pack, if I remember right. Or are they both transformation pack? No, wait, this one's transformation. This one right here. I'm trying to think. I should know that, but here goes the likes of the Easy A pack. There's the monthly Kai pack, and then there's the likes of the Friend Summon pack. I thought about doing a single pull on this just because we have the stones for it, and I kind of want this LR Nappa, but I know the likelihood of pulling it, and it's one of those things of like, that if I pull on it and we don't get it, I'll kind of be mad because then we're screwing ourselves for our next big pool pack video. Okay, so let's do our train ups first. All SA8er. Yeah. I'm surprised I don't have any versions of her unlocked just sitting inside the box, considering the fact that I'll just do that. I mean, you can clearly see that, but you catch my... Have any spare trunks just sitting around either. And the one spare trunks we do have sitting around that's a 50% chance is definitely not getting fed into this. It's all kind of just like a process of going through bit by bit and trying to figure out what you have done and what you need to do. And that's the situation that I've kind of gotten myself into at this point. But additionally, on top of that, it's just like, well, we also need to make space if we're going to do some events today. So that's why we're starting off with this, and then if we just have like time to chill around, we'll end up doing some events. So our Zamasu is SA9 now. That's cool. Oh, that's the other account. That's my bad. I was gonna say I should have a SA10 of that version as well, but I think I stopped with this one mostly because one, he only SSRs, but additionally he by the point that I got the additional units to put into his SA, the newer Zamasu was out. Which doesn't mean I'm not going to use him. I still can have fun with it. It's just one of those things where it kind of, oddly enough, slowed the progress despite that making it easier. Here goes our boy, once again. All SA7 and everything. Goes SA8. But let me stand correct myself. SA8. He's nowhere near perfection, but we'll get him there. Hopefully the accompanying music of the game makes this a little bit better. You know, usually on the Twitch side I just throw up some extra music in the background, but like, it's not necessarily the same type of thing that you could do on this side, because it's one of those things where it's like, that's one of the downsides of doing the more tedious parts over on YouTube. Because it's one of those sections where it's like, if I was over on Twitch, I'd just jam out to some music while doing this. Nonetheless, it was my choice to come to this side and just mess around for a bit. I don't necessarily mind either way, though. I do think Dokkan has some good music. I just wish, like, you kind of had these sections or these playlists within the game that you could go through while you're doing stuff like this. Regalia Lost is another one that I really like. I like Regalia Lost fucking a lot. But like, what really helps it is how good the music is for it. And it still doesn't have like kind of what I just described, but it does a really good job of like getting you interested, in my opinion. I just wish that there was an easier way to kind of stream and record that one. So I might be looking into doing another game soonish. You just get to see all my failures and disappointments in some of this too. So like, my real goal is to just have a bunch of units and go through and be able to use them at any point to do fun, like, gimmicky things. Some of them, rather I really like them or not, but what that really comes down to is like, oh, do you have the space for this? So that's why a lot of the time I'm just like, pay no attention to my box. I have 3 copies to spare right now. My thought process is I kind of just want to give him 3 Kais and then put the 3 dupes in, and then that'll not only free up 6 spaces, but additionally I won't be just holding on to this unit anymore that I haven't updated. That's a debatable one though. I know a lot of people get on my thought process with how I use, like, my Kais and stuff. Sometimes I just hoard them, other times I use them on units that can't be, like, grinded up, and then sometimes I'm just lazy. But at least I'm honest. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, why have them if you're not necessarily going to feed them into something? Really, since, and I think like I've loosened up on it so much because when I first got into the game, your Kai banner would come around every 3-ish months or so during like a tournament or during a new pack for a Dokkan festival. So it was kind of like your trap banner of sorts before trap banners became so common. Whereas now it's one of those things where, man, I'm out of Kais. Here's Kais. Cool. So this does have a bonus on it. I just couldn't tell you for the life of me. Bonus it. I'm totally. Bet. Switch out. LR Freeze. LR Frieza should be able to do this event. Mind you, we're making terrible choices because I believe Krillen is a agility unit. But he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Famous last words as I take 4 strength units into a possible agility event. I think I do have the free Goku on this account still. I don't see why I wouldn't, but look at that boy Krillin. He's ready to fight for real. We done insulted his honor. We done came onto his land. We done talked that mad shit. I guess alternatively I could throw Gildo back onto the team for now. I could. That's probably the better option than just leaving Gohan on for the time being. But that's also one of the reasons I was looking to see which Bardock unit was on today. It's just getting the Bardock team done would immensely help with future stuff. Okay, so his first form is Fizz. Is he all Fizz? Huh. No, I think I might have saw that in passing, and I just kind of wrote it off as a, oh, okay moment. It's one of those situations where if I don't do an event right as I see it, or if I don't, like, mess with something in Dokkan right as I see it, I will forget it. Just because there's so much stuff to do and so much stuff to have to keep up with. So, easy breezy on the first stage. Not too bad. As expected with these, but, you know, they get harder depending on what your team looks like and what you're actually doing. I remember before they had good free-to-play pools inside of this game, you just sit here for, like, lengths of time messing around with this stuff. Hell, you still do in some events, but, like, it's gotten better. Let my unsure reaction there be like your very clear hint of it's gotten better. This is what I'm talking about right here. I was talking about the music being good for Dokkan. This already is a nice track. This almost sounds like classic era Mega Man inside of its writing. I do wonder who, like, picks and chooses what scores go into this game and, like, the process of the music behind it, because for the type of game it is, it does have, like, a lot of thought put into certain aspects. It might not be like your AAA, man, this game's dope type thought process, but it's a nicer process. Because I played some mobile games and it's just like, what is this? This ain't what I signed up for. This is not what it looks like. This ain't what it said it was gonna be. Also, I know that hit is my fault, and that's the reason we just took 27,000. But one, at least I didn't make him take the ultimate. That was apparently for Raccoon. And two, we got to see his ultimate. That's a terrible secondary. So one, let's heal up to be safe since he does go first. But two, let's just be smart in this. So we're going to keep our positioning here with our 2 strength units at the beginning. We'll let Mr. Bardock get the cleanup if possible, but he probably won't need it since Jace is hitting his super. Yeah, okay. As I thought with that one. Krillen's about to transcend on us. Maybe we shouldn't have underestimated that first phase and just worked around. We're gonna get Ginyu out of rotation. Yeah, we're gonna get Ginyu out of rotation for this one. Just to prevent another possible mishap like that. Additional attack from the LR Frieza. As you see Zarbon and the door chilling out in the background. What's up, Deborah? Or hello, Deborah. Of this, I like how I just said Deborah, and then like I looked over and my brain just auto corrected to Deborah. How are you doing? You're from Brazil? How's it going in Brazil? So what is this, a 4-phaser? I think it is. They usually... Oh no, looks like a 3-phaser. That's interesting. Yeah, they're usually like 4 or 5. First phase, we get our Krillin. Second phase, which makes sense because that's usually how it goes. Second phase, metals. Third phase, metals. I'm glad they condensed it and didn't make us have to do 4-phase metals. Well, 4-phase metals is usually more metals for higher difficulty, which works out in a sense and is good. It's just depending on how they condense that. That's alright with me. I can't resist because he's a Rainbow LR, and I really want to just use him. But at the same time, I should have used my special guess. For those of you at home that don't know, I am not from Brazil. But hopefully this handy little reminder keeps you on your toes. Because people tend to mistake where I'm from. I don't know why. I still just really like the way they shaded this LR Frieza and how they overall did his artwork. Yeah, that's the safe call there. How it necessarily pans out, that'll be seen in like 0.5 of a second. I just really like heavy shadowing inside of art and the style that they kind of went for. I guess it depends on what we're talking about art-wise, but like bold art really catches me. It's not for everybody. And I know like saying bold art catches me. It's like, well, of course. But I couldn't think of a better word to go there besides that. It's one of those situations where it's like it's too on the head to have something else describe it at the moment. On one hand, I do trust Jace a little. I do trust Jace a little bit more in this situation. Predicted that the hit's actually going to come, and there's the likes of us needing to float this Ginyu out anyway. But on another hand, we could just ghost it out, which is what I think I'll do. Well, which is what I just did, but nonetheless. Ghosting it out and putting it on our next rotation might have been a bad idea, but hey. We see. As we defeat him, we see. What's third phase gonna look like? You gotta love how really extra comic-y he looks here. Go with the LR Goku Black at the front. We're going to have Mr. Gohan in the second position, which would have worked out better if this would have been right there, but nonetheless, it still works. And then Barter at the end for a possible dodge. Goku Black's ahead. No need for none of that. I'm glad I picked him. Okay, so that was 10 medals flat there. I wonder if that's 10 medals flat each time, or if I just got lucky on my first full set, or my first run. And then we even cleared a mission there. How old are we going to add us? It's fine either way though. I do have my own Goku back. So I guess let's focus on doing the actual grind up for character first, and then I cannot read for the life of me. So let us hit the wiki up real quick. I got really hyped when I saw the news for this week, because the choice that they decided to use for the banner, I was like, oh man! Because the banner, or the news banner at least, was killing Khalifa. And it's like, cool. Wait a minute. And that's how my brain processed that. Wait a minute. But where that takes into effect is At least we did get the new story event. Or at least we got the story events on. Okay. So the Earth Warrior struggles of abstaining in anger. Win the ultimate battle where continue is not allowed and head straight to the LR ramp. So that's one thing I probably forgot to mention for you dudes that aren't familiar with this type of event. So basically, it's a free LR event. You start at square one with no unit and no medals, and then they make you grind up for the likes of all the units you need and a massive amount of medals. What is it? So I think for this one, it's 1554 is what they say is the total needed for all characters. Okay. But additionally, the reason why I was looking at our possible run through this is the fact that you can't continue when you go through the type of mission. So you basically get your one shot. If you get hit, and your unit get knocked out, then that's it. You gotta restart the actual event. So you won't get your rewards, you won't be able to use a continue ticket. You'll just have to start it over, and that's burnt stamina. What I'm trying to figure out right now is if he has an actual bonus. Doesn't. I mean, I see it there clearly, but I don't see it on the sheet I'm looking at. Which makes that kind of awkward. Because they do have all the usable characters, they just don't have this bonus translated for. Oh well. Nonetheless. I was really hyped, though, when I got told this was on, because I was just sitting around and somebody messages me, they go, Krillen got an LR, and I was like, oh? What? You tripping? Nah. And it's a free-to-play. Hold up. Because I had that moment where I was like, okay, but I might be screwed because I can't pull it. I don't have the necessity, or I don't have the necessary means to pull right now. Yeah, no, it's free to play, fam. Oh. Well, sign me up. Oh. $52.51. So one trade-off. I guess that's a good first rotation. We'll just let it sit as is, and then we'll slap him into second rotation to cover any weak spots we have there. I know it's an older unit now, but I still can't get over the coolness of that Gohan. And the Gohan is in the same realm of unit as the Bulma that we grinded for on stream a week or two back now. I know it's been a minute. But I kind of just got into the whole Animal Crossing craze, so it's one of those situations of I'm going to do my Dokkan events, and it is like, well, now where's the time for it? So we're going to do a boost set into it, and we only really have the stamina for 2 boost sets, so we'll have to either hit a level or go over to global for a bit and see what we could do on the global side. But that's fine in itself. I really want to move my chair, but I just don't want to make like a super loud noise because of how it is. But it's just like, bro. So I kind of moved it into a position to be properly audible, but then like the issue that arose from it essentially is now I'm sitting all up on top of the computer. Like to the point where I might as well be the computer. So that's 2 supers and a almost super. Hopefully he gets an additional. Yep. That's what I get for asking for it. I was gonna say, but we do clear the run off of that. We almost did. Like, that's close enough. I know why I thought that would work out. I was like, oh man. We're gonna get our boy Bardock to actually tap by getting an extra key from that boy Freeze. Freeze is like, nah, bro. Get that boy away from me. Just because I don't know how the tap from Krillen's actually going to hit. I hate that that's like the means right there, but since I had to throw a friend unit into the first slot, it's like, yeah. He just beat my mic for half a second to bear back. That's a bit better. Hopefully, I'm still as clear for you dudes. But yeah. So we got our first Krillen out of the batch, and I think that's really dope. What's that? Well, actually, because I went through and wasted my, or not wasted my stamina, but spent my stamina on trying each stage. Damn it. Our boost got wasted on an item. I was hoping that we were going to boost into an additional Krillen. That's fine. Yeah. See, that just made me lose my track of thought. I'm just like, That's the worst part of boosting. You'll sit up here and use one of your 3 boosts for the day, and then they'll give you items that you don't want out of the boost, and it's like, thanks. I guess. I mean, like, an item is still an item. But I think, like, it hurts so much just because of how limited they are, or how limited the boosts are per day. Because there are certain things where it's like, ooh, I want to do this, this, and this, but I know this ain't gonna happen unless I throw some boost on it. You throw some boost on it, it's like, ah, yeah. This event suddenly becomes manageable. That's for a lot of, like, the older events, though, where, like, they still won't put any extra clauses on them or anything like that. It's like, yo, either put an extra clause on this or give me like a way to better my boost. Your boy need big boost. So that's 2 soups and a hope for a dish, but probably not. Yep. I know I keep putting out there that I have hopes for additional. I know how that turns out. Units won't start doing things until you start cursing them out, and it's like, unit don't do nothing. Why he on the team? Why we even care about this unit? Why we just beat this in one foul swoop? Stuff like that. Why we get an additional Krillen? Out here actually get me getting Krillens. Maybe I want the item. I say lying hard as hell. Yeah, that's that boy. Oh, fuck. That's what I get. That's what I get. The game said you out here making fun. I gave you a Krillen. Be happy. I'm happy. I wanted more Krillens, though. I was trying to use that reverse psychology. I guess we'll switch over to the global side for a bit. Let's see. What's up, Flox? How are you doing? Just start the game? No, I've been playing for some time. Well, what's up? A little Chi-Chi figure. Oh, dope. I see those advertisements at the front of every time you log in here, and it's just like, yeah, no. Those are going to get me in trouble one of these days. So on the global side, we still have Android of the 13th Friday going on, as well as, what is it, the Dokkan monthly subscription ticket for it, something like that. Or it's the Pilaf Trove. It's one of those two. We have the Easy A ticket pass over here. Have the transformation boost. So I was right on that one. I was still wrong on that other one. Is tournament on? No. It shouldn't be. I could double check. But we just had a tournament. What, You're gonna make me lie here. And I should know because I was participating in the tournament, so. Yeah, it's not on. Are you new to the game? If so, how long have you been playing? Well, if not, how long have you been playing? You play global? Do you play JP? What's good? Talk to me, my dude. Aw, I missed it. Oh, you missed it by a bit. But hey, it's fine. Android 13 still on. Bardock is on today. I'm torn. I do technically need the Android 13. I do need the Android 13, but still. No, I'm ranked 210. I got around 567 days. Okay. What's your favorite unit? I'm saying this while I'm trying to scroll through and figure out what I have and haven't done. But I know the answer to that. Easy A, fusion android, born of hatred. Meanwhile, I'm supposed to be doing this version on this side, but the joke here is we technically don't have a team for that. So let us start on this Bardock like yesterday. First though, I think I have some perks to sell. Yeah. You have Goku and Vegeta transformation. Which one? That's very vague in the sense of talking about Dokkan. So, STR Battle, Smart Brawler, Bardock. Use the exclusive potential orbs to strengthen Bardock. Moreover, Bardock can be Dokkan awakened to transcend to the youre limit. The two that transform all the way to blue. I do not. At least I don't think. That's part of the joke of me doing my streams over here on YouTube for Dokkan now, because somebody's really bad at organizing and actually doing his events. Like, I'll do certain stuff all the way through, and then other stuff, it's just like, no. I'll get to it later. So yeah. The probable answer here is probably not. But hey, at least I'm honest. You know, some people would bait you out here like, man, I got every unit. Okay, cool. I got every unit. Cool, dude. Do you like any of them? I don't know. But I got them all. Cool. Hell no. It had been so long since I've done the Ginyu one that I forgot that that's how this worked, and I was like, well, my boy all the way up there. Why Bardock look like he need a hug? Still, once again, Apple, I told you, Bardock don't look like the hugging type. Personal space for that boy. He will like just diddy bop you. What I do like about these versus like the other version of them, mind you, the likelihood of your bonus is a little bit different, but they do come with you just getting all the orbs at once, so you know, it lessens your overall struggle with the grind for them. People would be paying tons of money to get all the characters from the summons and events. Or you got hella luck. But also, like, they're just whales for this game, and, like, you'll see people spend, what, 10,000 stones to pull a whole pack? Granted, that's just, like, a slight exaggeration. Rather not, it's actually 10k, that's whatever, but, like, I've seen people do large numbers of stones and it just not pull a unit, so it wouldn't surprise me. I'm nothing like you, the rest of you. Good job, Bardock. Also, dudes, if you're not already subscribed, why not? On this channel, if you like the likes of Dokkan, I'm trying to do more of these Dokkan type streams, but additionally there's just like the general pull pack content that I'll throw up from time to time when I have stones to pull. Or if you're not into that, we also have series that we do that aren't Dokkan based. So, you know, cool stuff for in-between moments. And sometimes they don't get even lucky. Oh yeah, watch a dude pull a pack and doesn't pull a single copy of it. 5,000 stones deep. Now that one I could say for sure. 5,000 stones deep, and he didn't pull a single copy. And I was just like, ooh, ooh. My soul hurts for you, my boy. This SRRs and the SSR of crappy units. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say the SSR of crappy units, but like that's just my thought process on pulling in this game. Like, your fun comes from how you view your pulls. If you're only going for the newest unit and you're only going for X, Y, and Z, you're going to have a bad time if you sit up here and don't pull the newest unit. You're going to have a bad time if you don't rainbow XLR or blase. You know, like, I might not always sound excited for every unit, and like that's an obvious thing. It's hard to sound excited for everything all the time inside of this game. But like, I have random moments where I just have a random pop because I haven't seen a card in 5 ever. It's like, yo, that's my boy. I mean, like, not really, but that's my boy. You got Jaren, Dokkan Awaken, Topa as God of Destruction, does crappy damage. Hey, man. With it is worth it, and we do have our defense boosted, so on one hand, this is terrible, but it's what's needed to clear this match or this map. So let's go for it. And like, and I'm not going to say every card exclusively has a purpose, but I think like cards have a purpose. Like, you'll find a use for something at some point. Whether or not something does that thing better than it, that's to be determined. Like, of course, an SSR or a UR that does stun or mass health gain or whatever effect you want to put on it, right? Of course it does that better than a common or a rare or a SR. I mean, but is it as fun to use? Does it have as many cool links to it? You want Goku Kaioken unit that had the Spirit Bomb move animation. You didn't get lucky that time and summon. Oh man, I feel that a lot. I got a few units that I really want that I'm just hankering for the day that they slip through the cracks into one of my pool sets. So I could just be like, oh man, we did it, boys. Find strength. Our clear chain path is going to be the likes of us using this team. Probably going to use our, yeah, I don't have anything set up right now for this set. I mean, probably be a better version of it. Only because most of, well, no, I see where the problem is on that one. Yeah, so we're gonna keep to this one for now. I would try to switch it up, but that switch up wouldn't make too much sense. The key here is to get all our small orbs done. Then we could just kind of ride out the rest of the week. That was the mistake that I made when I was doing the Ginyu Force. I forget which unit. Like everybody else, I did perfectly fine. Where I did the small orbs first, I got everything done, and it was just perfectly fit to have me set up for having the LR himself. And then the issue was I forgot to do one last run of like small orbs or something like that, and I was just sitting there looking ugly all week while waiting for my boy to come back, because it's like, oh yeah, they're all here on X day. Um, they're all here on X day, but you set up here and missed the one that comes on Monday or something like that, and you're just gonna sit here ugly, not doing the event you want to do because you don't have an LR, so you don't have a full team. Good game, sir. You done played yourself. Let's float you out. Oh, even better. And that should be that with the coolness there. That swift dodge! My girl looking good. Said Bardock, sit down. You might be the replacement units, but we still can put you in your place. Now the question is, what team or what I'll actually do when it comes to the LR sale, because that campaign's going on, but I don't know how much time I actually have left for it, which is probably something I should check while I'm on right now. Just leveled up to 71 on this side here. We didn't get a Bardock that run, but that's fine too. This account, more so I don't care too much, or I don't mind too much, not I don't care too much. I don't mind too much getting like your common medals because I need those like hell over here. Whereas the other account, I've grinded up common medals like hell. So it's one of those situations of a full-on flip-flop in some sense. So I guess not too much of a full-on flip-flop, because the issue with the other account is I haven't grinded up the actual Dokkan medals that I needed, where this account, I still haven't grinded up the actual Dokkan medals I need. So it's not like that changed between one or the other. Jaren! Where'd he get it from? Jaren! Ooh! We're getting a bonus. Nice. Shoot forward. Because we're already getting the bonus, but we're also boosted. So this is like, in theory, a perfect run. But only in theory. Hopefully. I say only in theory because we also have to perfect each one of these. Which, right now, we're 2 for 2. Oh my god. We actually got all the orbs possible for this right here. So, fingers crossed. I see, I see. My boy, letting out that primal rage. Inform us more. Okay, okay. Very, interesting opinion on that. Oh, I'm sorry if you guys don't speak Great Ape. You know, he's not the most fluent in other languages, and Great Ape is such a um ancient language that it's hard to translate it. But hey, at least we have great commentary from our Great Ape. You know, we gotta pair him and Gorilla Monsoon up on commentary, have them come together and deliver the ultimate lines as we hit them from the top rope with that "watch out, watch out, watch out." What is our bonus? So we got 2 Bardocks off that run, and then we got orbs for days. Oh, I'm glad I boosted on that one. So this was the one that we got as a guarantee, because when there's a different person there than the person that's supposed to be there, it's a guaranteed unit, pretty much at that point. So boosting on top of that just made me smile, because it's like, if we boosted and there wasn't a chance for us to get it, then I'm just gonna be sitting here looking at it like, I'm young Jerobi. Down real quick. Scroll down real quick. Don't let anybody see it. Fuck. I didn't scroll down quick enough or too quick, and now I don't know, and everybody can see it, and then there's the thing where everybody can see it because they can see it, and oh my god, why do eyes work that way? There we go. I forgot how I had this box organized in comparison to the other one, where I have this one set to a character. It works out. It's not when you're trying to like blindside some stuff. We'll stop at Snake Way. We'll just Snake Way it. We need to get rid of it because we need to 5 swords, but that costs me. We'll go with Kai World. Yeah, that's fine. Because we still have to put units into him in a second, so. I'd rather it just work out like that. 2 Awakening? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. I just want to see the change. The non-existent change. Good job. Oh, there goes the existent change. Smell something in the background. It smells like super hot fire. Like, my stomach's punching me like, hey bro, you smell that? And I'm like, yeah, I smell that. You smell that? It's like, yeah. You wanna go get some of that? In a bit. You know, only did an hour worth of Dokkan stream. So the show must go on. For now. It's like, who do we want to use? These things we obviously want to use, but also these things we want to avoid. Trucker. I kind of want to do Trucker. You should have enough of a link up that it doesn't matter. Yo, that's 2 guarantees back to back. I feel super lucky. Let's see if we could go for another perfect set, though. Probably not. Oh. Oh. Okay, let's just try to get rid of all of these 2s now. 2 that ass in there. 1. Come on, we got this. We got this. I'm glad, because I almost had like the oh shit moment inside of my soul as I was just like, yeah, we're not gonna get it because that 2 is gonna pop up and then we're just gonna be sitting here like, oh. Or the 2 is not gonna pop up until after we used 1 basically, and then it's gonna be all 2s. But oh, I maintain my statement of oh. That wasn't. But hopefully, fingers crossed. That seems right. Yeah. No. Counterattack did shit for Dick. He's like, hello? Hello? Is there a mosquito here? Hell, Miss Disadvantage did a ton more than that. That'll be fair. He is an old unit. I'm not dissing him for that. As I said, I quite enjoyed him still. It's just the funniness of how he swatted that off. Like, he took the attack and took no damage versus giving the attack and then doing no damage. And it's like, I don't know how to feel about that trade-off, per se. And I was like, boom. The health does tick super slow whenever he does the explosion look away. Guys, don't explosion. But if you pair 2 ticks together, it's better than that one few didn't up coming in like, hey. Vegeto's like, that one fusion, dude. I'm like, yeah, because we were trying to make a jingle about them being buddy cops, but kind of failed. This also works out in the sense that I did need levels on these characters, so it's a win-win-win. Win. Gwendolyn. And then we got basically the same result as last time, with the payout being 2 Bardocks. 2 Bardocks. 2 for 1 deal. All Bardocks. Get your Bardocks while they're nice, hot, and ready. Potential orb. So we got 2,000, or basically 3,000 of our small orbs. We have 810 of our medium orbs, and then 68 of our large orb. So we're basically on the path of if we do another set tonight, in between time when our stamina recharges, then we should be cool for that Bardock tonight. It's just all about pacing it. On my friend. Friends were launch. Accept it. Can't, because that user has reached his maximum. Damn. Thanks, LR Bardock. You my homie. And then Goku Jr. Why not? Good clear out, my friend. Over to JP and see what our stamina is looking like. Our stamina looks like one run of one mission, essentially. But we did jump up to 88 stones off that. With what? I think we started at 78, 79. Something like that. I'm really trying to persuade myself not to do it, but I'm like, one pool if we're only going to have one pool. In the sense of like, if we do one pool and save one pool, we should be good. Nobody should be mad. We won't be missing. I'll just have to do all my logins for the week perfectly. And then, like, a lot of other shit to make up for 50 stones, because perfect logins does not equal 50 stones, but hey. Let's do it. One time for the one time. You got Beerus. We got Beerus, Boo. We got a whole gangle of homies chilling out. But fingers crossed. Super Saiyan 2 on it. Okay. Start off with a GT Gohan. We go into the likes of the Great Sandman. It's gonna be a Gohan back. We get ourselves a Kai. This is Gohan themed as all day. We get ourselves the third form Friezos. We find ourselves a Bulma. Which that definitely works out with the Bulma side of that. As we get closer and closer, I'm just like, I shouldn't have pulled. We pull into a Krillin, ironically during the LR Krillin thing. We pull into a Nappa, but not the right Nappa. But that's a SR Nappa. That's a SR Rappa. Rappa to Nappa. And then we get a Gohan. So it was Gohan themed, like I said. But I find it funny every time we do like a LR pull pack. It's like, hey, you want a Gohan, right? I guess. Want to see what we can actually do with our LR tokens now. 140, so we can barely do anything still. We're not messing with the big leaguers either. The big leaguers are, what, 800 a pool? Or 800 for one? We got ourselves... We could net ourselves a Trunks, but it's like, even with the easy on, I don't think it's worth dropping our red coins. At that point, it's just like, man, just be Trunks. kind of in a way that they did the other Trunks in Vegeta that are a that are a easy A set. Oh, speaking of what I was talking about with the Kais earlier, yeah, no, even more ways to Kai. Like I said, than when I used to first play originally. So I guess that's why I've become so lenient with Kais in a sense. We don't necessarily have that we do at the moment though, as our stamina revises. It's just I wanted to kind of get some stuff going and kind of show off some stuff at the same time as far as this goes. I do need to clean up the box just a bit more, so I can do that, I guess. I was just trying to think. I'm just trying to think of what I actually can clean that doesn't require me to do an actual event right now. What would probably be better is to just like do an itemized list for the account and then write down what I'd like to do at each interval. That way, we're not just kind of scrolling through like this and being like, okay, well, which unit now? And then which unit now? Stuff like that. So that's probably what we'll do instead of just going like, all right, which unit? Which I know was like a topsy-turvy moment of me trying to decide on which option to actually pick there. So I apologize for that. But, yeah. Hopefully you dudes enjoyed this little extra bonus stream of sorts. Hopefully you enjoyed the likes of the Dokkan. If you're new here, thank you so much for checking me out. If you're returning here, thank you so much for coming through, dude. If you aren't subscribed yet, be sure to get yourself subscribed. Cereal Nation's the greatest nation on the internet. What you want, bro? But on top of that, if you leave a comment on this because you're watching it later, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. There's just a whole slew of other cool things, so keep your eye out. Hopefully I'll get to do another Dokkan stream at some point this week. That being said, I'll catch you dudes